Hi folks, it's Maureen, Stitch Mac, and I am back for another plus trip. We are back, it's the middle of October. So I thought I'll share what I've been doing. Actually, I think it's like a couple of months since I've been on. I think I've tried this like 2 or 3 times. I just keep starting and stopping and then getting interrupted and then ignoring it and then losing it. You know, the usual stuff. So, since August, I've worked on essentially I've worked on like 3 pieces. Three, one, two, three. Yeah, more or less 3 pieces. I worked on like 2 pieces in August through to September, and then like another 2 pieces from another piece from September to October. But I have 3 fully finished objects. 3. Get me. I do apologize if you can hear any banging outside. I don't know I don't know if it'll pick up or not. Randomly we have Scottish Power digging. This is Saturday night, and the excitement I have in my life is that Scottish Power digging up my path out the front door. I think they just did. I think they're starting with the pavement. My next door neighbour doesn't have any electricity. Don't know what, she came knocking my door this morning. I'm like, yeah, like telly's on night, yeah, or we're fine. It just seems to be her house. They don't know what's going on. They've been up beaten with our beeper thing and look quite mystified by the whole thing, but they've now just decided to start digging up. They've started with pavement. I think it's coming up my path. So I'm hoping I can get this done without too much noise and without the dog. I'm hoping I can distract the dog before she notices. So, to start with, let me see. I will start with my big old cartographica. So I've been working on that every month. I've just taken it out of the Q Snap though because sometimes I like just to give it a little airing every so often, so I might move it about. So here we are, folks, and look at her. Look at it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it right in there. So that's, I think I'm like 38% or something like that. This year my goal is to get it to 40%, and then next year to get it to 50%. This bit here, that is a halfway line. So I think what I'm going to maybe do is try and get the halfway line down there, so next year it's completely halved. So for the last couple of months, I have been working in this area in here, starting to fill in that bit there. Sorry, yeah, there we are. You can see that's quite good there. Coming over the side of the map and filling in all down here. And then, and I'd filled in over the summer now. I think I've filled in more of the map. But see, when you see it back, it's so freaking cool. I love it. I don't mind saying so myself. Yeah, so, oh, sorry. Such a weakling. That's really hard to hold up. But yeah. I'll do that for my thumbnail. So I'm deliberating. I think I just carry on. I think I might fill in that little bit around there and bring that down so it kind of matches down there, and then we'll have a meeting in the middle at some point. I'm also going to show you my back. I'm going to take a picture because, you know, look at my back. It's just a big, it's not, yeah, look, you can just about make out what it is. When you go in close, look at that. It's disgusting. I mean, it's just a big mushy mush of mushiness. But I'm with the Georgians on this. The Georgians in Bath, if you ever go to Bath, you know, the Royal Crescent's very famous. It all looks very pretty, it's all very symmetrical, and it all looks lovely. Go round the back of the Royal Crescent, and it ain't so pretty. There's bits here and there's bits there, and it's shoved anything on the back. They didn't care about the back, it's all about the facade. So that's what I stick with. So that's Cartographica. The other piece I was working on, I'll show this because I literally just finished up doing this tonight. Just what inspired me to finally get around to doing this. Is my Carnival by Carolyn Manning creations, and I have completed 50%. And my goal this year was to get the pages. So this is page 1 and page 3, page 2 and page 4. That'd be my goal for the year. I've actually forgotten what it was like at the top. It's been I've been working on the bottom for so long and forgotten what it was like. And yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna pop a picture of what it looks like, and yeah, the picture, the cover, like I've always said, the cover picture that is on displays rubbish. It really doesn't show the colours and everything like that. So yeah, so that is 50% done. That's it. It's going to go away for the year now. And maybe next year I'll try and get more of it done. I'm not in a particular rush to. I have a desire now to make it into like a bag because I've got one, two, three. No, I've got four things to show you. One of which will make sense. My daughter was like, "Oh, are you gonna make that into a bag?" And I was like, "No, but no." But seeing this, I'm like, that would make like a really cool beach bag. I like using cross stitch for stuff that isn't just. It's not always want it on your wall. It's nice to get a use out of every day. So that is going to go away for the rest of the year. We'll see what happens in 2025. So the next thing I'm going to show you is. I'll show you this first. I really hope you can hear that. They're proper drilling now. I'm surprised you haven't heard the dog wondering what the fuck is actually going on in my street. There's always drama in my street. Kind of speaks for itself. April. This is the Snowflower Diaries Joyful World. Sorry. Oh, right, I'm really hoping you can't hear that. I'll have to listen back to this if it's too loud. I'll try to do it again. This is April by Snowflower Diaries, Joyful World, Joyful Diaries. I can never remember what it's called. Anyway, as you'll see, I don't think I used any of the colourful curls. I think I just picked some overdyed floss that I had, matched up kind of as close as possible. But yeah, it's really cute. And I just finished it as a little flat fold. I'm not going to show it up too close. Some nice fabric. I think this is fabric I bought in Hobbycraft. Yeah, I think it was like part of their like fat quarter bundles, you see? And just stick a little thread to there. Yeah, that's another one finished. Like I said, I won't show you too closely because it ain't that pretty, but it sits in my living room. So that was that one. 2 seconds, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to start shouting so you can hear. This was another fully finished object. So I finished this, sorry, I finished the stitching on, well, I think I finished the stitching that ages ago. I just got around to finishing it. I finished the stitching on this a while ago. This was from, from the Gift of Stitching. It's an Icelandic biscornu that was in one of, I think it's 2007 or 2008. And it is shown in red and white, and I just picked, again, random colours out of my stash. And yeah, it took me a while to stitch it, and I stitched it, and then another week I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually sew this up. So it's another little biscornu to add to my collection. Talking of Gift of Stitching, I did give in and buy the whole back issues that came up on Instagram, you know, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. It was something like 20 quid. It was like £22 or something like that. I don't even know if it worked out. Like it was really dirt cheap for what you get. I had like 18 months worth. I'd had a subscription. Probably had it for about 2 or 3 years, but for some reason I lost. I only ever find about 18 months worth of copies. So this is the entire. It's 2006 or 2008 to like 2006 to 2012 or something like that. Anyway, loads of stuff, and it was quite good because I had paper copies of some of it, and I was like, oh, I really wish, and they weren't particularly brilliant. Like for instance, it was really pale. I could have really done with having in the PDF. So now, and I was like, yeah. So, but for some reason I didn't have that issue. So it's really good. So there's various stuff on it. I mean, there's chatelaines in there. There's Rosewood Manor's got one on there. There's, it's like really good stuff. Like another one that I'll show you is the Ink Circles one as well. I got off of it. So that was that and that. Then this other was one I stitched on. I was stitching on in August. I got it stitched up the rest of August and again September, and I've got it framed up and everything. Apologies in advance for the profanities, but if you're watching me, you kind of know what you're getting. This is for a friend of mine. This girl, right? It's somebody I work with, who will understand the quote. This is yes. It's says what it says. But this one was really actually nice. I've actually been looking at other designs like without the fuck this shit on it, which is just wildflowers. I see, so it's like all like those little blues and pinks and beiges, and it really came out nice. And this was a really expensive frame I bought. I think it was £3.49 out the range, and I was like, perfect, absolutely perfect. A little rustic one. For the range, really good. Is it the range? Yeah, the range. Really good frames. Really good choice of frames. Where? Oh my god, I'm only at 11 minutes. I speak so fast. So yeah, so I'll quickly show you this as well, because this was one I got. This was another one from the Gift of Stitching. It's called The Bramble and the Rose. It's Ink Circles, and I absolutely loved it. My problem with it is I did a variegated, fancy floss, and it's a bit too busy. When actually from front you can't, and I feel it overwhelms the design. I mean, you can see some of it, but I feel like it really does overwhelm the design, which has influenced me on other ones I've been, when I'm doing other mono, just ones with one color. I'm very careful about the color choice. I might just, because it can overwhelm the actual design. This has been going around. I've had this on for years and years and years, and I've got this page here and this page here to do. So it's been sitting on the stairs by my bed for ages. So I thought, bring it down, stick a thread in it every now and again. Let's just get a bit more progress done on it. This was stitched on, it's just white Jobelin and what is the, sorry, let me just see if I can find the original. Oh, Carrie's Creation. Carrie's Creation, don't even know if they still exist. Island Breeze, hand-dyed floss. Oh, look, see, I've even got this. That's the original colour of it. Yeah, so yeah, that's Ink Circles. Bramble and the Rose, as I was showing you, it's quite an intricate pattern, and it can get overwhelmed by an over-dyed floss. So I'm gonna do a bit of that. The other bit I was gonna show you was I did a little video. If you haven't seen it, I had done wee clips of, it was more to give me motivation to redo a project bag I had done. So I took a piece of cross stitch and made it into a project bag. I didn't really like it, so I decided to redo the project bag, and I have appeared with this. This was Coffee Quaker, which I adapted into the Diet Coke Quaker, and then so I'd had it on some black fabric. I decided to make it into an actual proper like band. Got some nice poppy fabric here. We've got a zip that works. Unfortunately, it's a little bit like it's coming away a little bit misjudged. But we've got some black lining. It's all lined. And let me tell you, I sewed this by hand. Let me just explain. This is not, I do not own a sewing machine. You do not need to own a sewing machine. You just need a pair of hands and some dodgy done. But the good thing with this is, when you sew it all up, you flip it all inside out, and you can't see the crappy stitching. With me, it's just rapidly just shoving a bit in there. Like I say, I ain't selling this. This is just for me personally. And it's quite big. It's a lot bigger than the last one I made. I made another one, which is probably this side. This one turned out quite big, and I friggin' love it. It's got all my shit in it. I've got lamps, neck lights, and books, and pens, and scissors, and I can put a whole frame in it. I can more or less get my cartographic in it, sits in it, and I can just put everything in it and move it about the house. And I absolutely love it. And I'm so pleased because I loved doing this. This is Coffee Quaker. And like obviously I changed it all to Diet Coke colours. Because I'm a total Diet Coke head. You know, I've got an addiction, I'll admit it. And it was that way when I did it. I was like, it's quite big now. It's maybe no, I don't really want to put it up on the wall. Really, that's not really the vibe I'm going for. What am I going to do with that? And then I thought, oh, I know, I'll make it into a bag. And I absolutely love it. My daughter was like, so are you going to make that into a bag? And I'm like, no, like, you know, like a bag handle. I'm like, no. But I've got a couple other things. Maybe I would. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Apparently the guy's gone mad out in his digger there. My son came down and went, oh, he's having a great time. Ding, 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 ding. He's having Bob the Builder out there. So yeah. So that's, yeah, I think that was it. That's what I've done. Like I said, I didn't work on too many projects. I am trying to be really regimented. Not really regimented, but working my cartographic, keep up with that. And then I've got like 3 or 4 projects in the box and work on them until I get to the goal I wanted to, and then put it away. And that way I'm getting a bit of progress. Well, I've had fun this year. I've done my football thing, my Euros thing. I did the Olympics thing, and I just need to buckle down. And I've been enjoying it. It does take that. I couldn't ever become a monotonous stitcher. But sometimes just having a couple on the go, that works. But I'm also getting twitchy for the new starts. And I'm thinking I've got the Scottish Stitching Retreat coming up. Did I just take everything and start everything? Possibly. So where I'm at, middle of October, I'm going to carry on Cartographica. I'm trying to do 1,000 stitches a week on that, which is quite doable. And then I think I'm going to go on to, I've got 2 to pick from. Oh, she was doing so well. Enough Rosie. So I've got my flam, my view of flam in Norway one to do. I might work on that. I've also got a dog's declaration. I'm gonna do page 1, which essentially, or no, it's not. I don't think it is actually page 1. It's 1 page I want to do because I started in the middle. So I've not got much more to that as I wanted to get 1 page done on that. Yeah, that's the 2 I've got out, plus my Cartographica. So yeah, pick one of those. Maybe I'll work on them both. Maybe I'll jack it up 3. Threesome going on there. Otherwise, let me see. A couple of shout outs to people now. Obviously, one of them, I think you might have watched them. Stuart. No, I actually gonna say Stuart Stitches, and I actually don't know if that's what Stuart was called. Sorry, Stuart. You'll know who he is. After many years of badgering, he has finally done a Flawless Tube, which everyone and their mother seems to be watching. And we badged him because we knew how much stuff he has. Let me just explain this. If he never did a new start again, he will still be able to keep doing Flawless Tube for a long time. And always have something new to show you. So if you haven't seen him, go check him out. He's quite the prolific stitcher. I think it's German Stitches, Scottish guy, you know. And then this morning got a little notification that our Donna, our stitching Donna, had inspired by Stuart, inspired to get back into costume. First time in 4 years or something like that. So she's Scottish Stitcher. And she just popped back up on my feet this morning. I was like, go Donna. So yeah, so she's back on there. So give her a wee watch if you haven't already. I've got to like big up my Scottish peeps. Who else? So yeah, anybody Scottish out there, big up my Scottish peeps. So yeah, so I've watched them today. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Charging my phone up just in case they have. Just in case I get a bit trigger happy with that digger and I'm plunged into darkness. My son was like, do you think I'm going to be okay having a shower? I was like, yeah, I think we're okay. I'm like, let me just see if there's any candles about. So yeah, so that's it. Okay, so what am I going to do now? What am I going to do tonight? Finished up that. Well, I get my card graphic out, or I might actually sort through some stuff, or I might do some crochet. Or I might just sit and stare into space. Who knows? I'll probably be back, let me see, next week. What's coming up? We've got a weekend away next weekend. I've got a wedding to go to in Bath, so we're going down to Bath for that. And then it's about a month to the next Scottish Stitching Retreat, which I'm buzzing for because I realised like I didn't go to the one in March, so it's like a year since I've seen some of the folks. Saw some people at Castle Katy or Bonnybridge, wherever we were just a few weeks ago. Saw some of them, but I've not seen some of the peeps for like about a year. So good to catch up with them. Right, I'm away to watch. What will I watch tonight? Oh, I taped Threads. Taped it. I'm so old. I recorded it. I don't even know this guy. I recorded it. I taped it. Can't help it. You still say tape it. I taped Threads. It was on the other night, BBC4. I'm gonna have to break. I'm like, no, I don't think tonight is the night when they're digging up bits on the road and it might plunge me into darkness. And I think I don't remember anything about the program except being severely traumatized by it, and I've just been like horrified. I think I need to brace myself to watch that. It's maybe not. I think I need something light and fluffy tonight to watch. That's my plan. Alright. I shall love you and leave you. And I'll see you at some point. See you, bye.